Hello friends, today we will talk about Python functions and how they are created and how we can call the function, passing arguments and what are the parameters for our arguments, number of arguments that we can pass to it and arbitrary arguments, keyword to those arguments, default parameter values and how to pass a list to an argument and what is a return keyword and what is a pass keyword in a function. And the most important is recursion function. When a function call itself again and again until it break to a certain condition, this is called a recursion function. Hello friends, you are watching Shubham Nain channel. Subscribe my channel and to see all upcoming updates in my video, select this to get a notification. And if you like the video, hit the like button. What is a function? A function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. You can pass data known as parameter into a function, and the function can return a data as a result. So we use def keyword to define a function. Def my function and bracket and then colon. Colon is to define from where does the function start. Print my first function. Okay, this is how we declare a function. Now let's take moving forward. Let's see how to call a function. So it's easy. Write your function name, my function, and that see if you this is the result of the function. It's print the statement. And if you want to pass something to the function, then argument come into a picture. Argument is a information can be passed into a function as an argument, and after the function name inside the parameter you can add as many argument as you want. Just separate them by a commas. Okay, let's see how we will do this, how to pass an argument to a function. Okay, this was our function. Let's first name. Okay, I have passed first name to it plus first name. And so if we want to add string to a string, then we need to give a string. So the first name should be a string. So we have to convert the integer or float, whatever the data should be, into a string. Then the my function will work. So my function, and now we have to pass an argument. First name to okay, let's see it. My function take 0 argument, but I was हमने argument, we have passed the argument, but it is not like an argument, so we have to make it an argument to that. First we have to run the function, and now you can see it. So we have to provide some space over here. Okay, Shubham, my first function. This is how you can, and if you want to do this multiple times, then you can pass function again and again function, and this is hello. Let's see this. Shubham, my first function. FDDF, my first function. Hello, my first function. Okay. Now moving on to the next. What are the parameters and argument? Parameters and argument are the same thing, which is the information that we pass to a function. And number of argument by default to a function is 1. Means that you, if you pass expected 2 argument, then you have to call the function with a 2 argument, not more than, not less than. Let's take an example over here. First define function class, not take the class one. Let's take some other example. Name colon print name and last name. Now we will pass it over here. F name plus plus, and we need to add some white spaces so we can recognize the first name and last name. This is how we declare an argument in the function. And now how to call the function? We need to write the name of the function name, and now we have to pass an argument. Shubham Nain. Okay, so it printed Shubham Nain. This is how you can pass argument to a function. If you will add some another to it, hello. So see, taking two position argument, but three were given, so it's incorrect over here. And same goes from here, hello. So one missing position argument. So the parameters and passing parameter to an argument should be always same. And to do this betterly, we use a arbitrary argument. That is, if you do not know how many arguments will you pass into your function, add a asterisk before a parameter name in the given function. Let's see how it works. Function receive a tuple of an argument to access an item accordingly. Okay, let's see. Define function. Let's take my and asterisk AI skits print the youngest child is kids too. Okay, and my so we pass over here that we will pass three argument to it because start from 0 index, 1 index and 3 index. Memory, to base, Linus. Okay, so this pass three argument and take the last one. If you want to take the base, then pass one to over it, and so it take multiple argument but give an output as a one argument. And we can also send argument with the key value syntax. Let's see how. Defining a function, again my child 1 comma 2 colon prevent, same syntax, the youngest child, and we will pass over here child 2 and my child 1 equals to, this is called an key value to a argument, and second child 2 equals to base. So it has printed the second element over here. And if you don't know how many arguments are there, then you can put double asterisk mark in a function. Definition, my double asterisk parent kid L name. Now my f name equals to bs L name equals to reference. So this is how we do this. And if you want to make your function a fixed or a default parameter value, then we do this definition, my country equals to Norway, rent I am from plus over here plus country. This is how we define a default parameter value, and if we will pass anything to this, it will always return country name as a Norway. Let's see, let's take India, and if you will not pass anything, then it will print Norway. So this is used in database to insert values into this database, because sometimes we pass none to our database, so we need a some value, not a null value, to a certain place. So we pass a by it's a default value to a function, which help us to create a database more reliable. So let's see how to pass a list to an argument. It means argument as a list. So let's take an example. Def my underscore list would colon for x in would colon prevent x So we define this function mylist and in which we will pass a food list. It's a variable food, we can pass anything. Let's take fruits equals to, as my old examples, apple, banana, cherry. Okay, and we define it, and now my list, and we will pass fruits to it. So it print all apple, banana, and cherry. And same, you can pass numbers to it. Let's take num 1 comma 3 comma 4 anything like you want to do, and pass num to it. Now let's see what is the return value. If you want something from a function back, you have given some input to it, but you want the something called as an output in return. So we need a return keyword or a statement which give an output to us. Okay, let's pass x over it. Return 5 multiplied by x. Okay, if you will pass any x number, then it will return 5 into x. Let's take an example. My underscore function. Let's take pass 2 into 5, then it will return 10 as an output. And you can check over here, type integer type, and if you will pass 0.6, then by default it's fault. And what is the pass statement in a function definition cannot be empty, as we seen above. But if you for some reason have a function defined with no content, put a pass statement into it to avoid some getting some errors, so your code never fail to run. Okay, never get an error. So it's easy. Define my pass. Whenever you will call it, it will just pass it. So it gives an output over here. This is how we use a pass statement. And the most important topic, now we will see it, recursion. A recursion is a common mathematical and programming concept. It means that a function call itself. It has a benefit of meaning that you can loop through a data to reach a result, and the developer should be very careful with recursion. It can be quite easy to slip into writing a function which never terminate, just where we see in a while loop. If you write while true, then the statement beneath that will run forever. So we need to see that. And when that use the excess amount of memory processor power, and however we return a correctly, recursion can be a very efficient and mathematically elegant approach to program. So let's take an example of a recursion function. Define a function try recursion. Okay, password है k. If k is greater than 0, result equals to k plus try underscore vec k minus 1 and print result. And if it doesn't work, else result equals to 0, return result. So if k's value is greater than 0, then result equals to k plus try recurse will occur and print the result. Else result will be 0, and after that try underscore rec will return the result to a function whenever it is called try underscore rec. This is a factorial function. So let pass over here factorial and pass the factorial of which number you want. For factorial 6 into 4 24. First we have to run this, and now oh, I made a mistake. Okay, and if we will pass 3, then it will print 6 factorial 6. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubt, then please comment below so I can see to it and give you a reply, good reply over it. So in the next video, we will discuss about Python lambda. It's a lambda function, a small anonymous function, can take any number of arguments but can only have one expression. We will see it in the next video.